Roberto Innocenti from Power Progress community, and he will talk about some open power scenario in the hardware community. So, yeah,
thank you.
Please.
Thank you. Okay, this is the topic, and I want only to tell that I'm a part of a non-profit association that is composed by volunteers, so like me. Is registered in Italy, but is active in every place, different country, so anyone can join. We are focused on design open hardware and in any case to the free software. We don't design free software, but we try to help to make run few applications that could have some some patches on this particular architecture. In any case, we encourage to use free software, so we do even education with children with other hardware, not only PowerPC. And we are very interested in open science, even if it's not currently an active activity of our association, is open to new members, to new volunteers to do that kind of open collaboration for science. We are hobbyists, so we do that for fun. And we are not the hardware designer, so we have involved other paid designers to design some hardware that we have decided to design because we like that. In any case, we like to work with the university and school. We do something in middle school. In university, we have not already started anything, but we are agree. For example, for the next year, we present inside a course of embedded device in university in Milano. We present our design, and so. But other collaboration we are open to do. We are passionate for different topics, free software, open hardware, some particular architecture like PowerPC, but not constrained only to this architecture. And so we are, in general, we have an attitude that is a rebellion against what we doesn't like. We are obstinated, so we want to create things even if it doesn't exist. This is a few members. We thanks the existence of free software and the existence in particular of a few distributions that today run PowerPC, so we can in fact test it. In fact, usually we test on our dev kit Debian. I want to give a more open information regarding all the environment around OpenPower or PowerPC. So in India in particular, inside a big project that in India the government is doing was the opportunity to take a part to few webinars in which they talk about OpenISA architecture like RISC-V and OpenPower. I was informed, I know that they are with 200 institutions, I think most university, but not all university. They are doing programming FPGA with RISC-V or OpenPower, and so we are following a particular program to, in fact, grow up the knowledge around the chips and in particular chip that have OpenISA chips instruction set. Our association, our Power Progress community is inside, is agreed with, is a member of OpenPower Foundation, because this foundation permits us to, in fact, have many facilities. For example, we use a few virtual machines based on Power architecture that was today very useful to test the packages and patch something. In any case, the OpenISA have the Creative Commons license 4, the chipset, the extraction set itself. That is why there are soft core. You can play with it with FPGA. So this is, I think, a good opportunity. Is power architecture from few years is in fact openly and open through the Open Power Foundation, even if arrive from IBM and even other company like NXP, that was Motorola, so on. But nowadays, Open Power Foundation is under Linux Foundation, so is I think a good environment. And so, what happened until now? We have this architecture that was opened in 2019 with the release 3. No, for example, our notebook is based with an older architecture because until today, in fact, this architecture have done new chips because you use a chip that is already sell, but is something that was designed 10 years ago. But the newer chips are until now only for servers. This year, so next year, for the first time, this extraction set will be produced even from other company except IBM, with the newer OpenISA and so on. Solid Silicon is the first one that will be one version of the chip that is for server, but is entirely in many stack open. And the other chip that was more similar to something more more low power, that is the other one, that is X1 is called, will be I think a good opportunity to see something new with this instruction set open to be available for everyone, because it's something that is not so costly like a chip with 1632 core. So is a particular moment in which near we can think to even design something new, even if our project take 10 years to develop, because we are hobbyists, so we have collected donations, so on. The association, the Open Power Foundation, have many members, except association like our association. There are different companies, so there is an environment even to make in production something for the industry and so on. So there is working group. There are a working group. There is a way to work that is that permit to arrive at certification of Open Power ready solution. So it's something that in fact could work well, not only like for us that we are hobbyists, but for industry. Until now, so until next year, until now, there are implementation FPGA already, even with the newer OpenISA, except server. There are tools that are used to, in fact, doing this process to have a soft core. I have mentioned a few tools that in practical I doesn't use myself. I have tested 2 years ago with an FPGA using other tool, but I mentioned because as I have mentioned in past speech, I have mentioned other associations like LibreSoc that have used this tool for its implementation. So I want to share. Our project have a long milestone. This is the description of last 3 years that was quite complicated for the global component shortage and other changement, because there are component that expire, so we have changed the design during this moment. So last year we have with us the prototypes that nowadays are under work. I cannot take with me because we are in pre-production moment. So this is a long detail. Is not so important. What I want to only say that there is. Most of the time was not only for the hardware design itself, but for the program of FPGA that managed all the chip inside the motherboard that have around 2,000 components, so it's quite complex. So most of the time we spent not with the design of the PCB, but to the firmware and to check what happened. Arriving until now that we have not already finished the work, but we are in the process too. And when we have concluded the process of certify that our prototype works, so some hardware producer will produce. After that, we certificate as open hardware the works. Until then, until we have not certified that everything's work, is not the time to do that. As usual, everything is possible because there is this philosophy of free software. Without that, we cannot afford to create a motherboard on other architecture, because we can do, because we have, as I have told you before, there are distribution that in any case prepare the distribution, no? And there are even software that permit because are open. No? Now we are, we hope the last stage for collecting the money for the prototype fixing, because we need to do another version. But probably we need other campaign probably. We can see the chassis we have here. We have not the prototype this time because are busy working on. There are some reference in particular to our association. So if you have some question regarding not only our project, but this kind of environment or situation regarding Open Power, I'm here.
Okay. Thank you, Roberto, for the talk. Yeah, if you have any question to ask, okay, there's one.
So thank you. I found the presentation very interesting. You showed us before the X1 chip, which, as far as I understand, was basically an embedded chip running Open Power. And that kind of proves that Open Power can scale from big servers to small embedded chips. Do you believe that in the future Open Power has a space in high performance mobile cores, for example, to make competition to the Cortex X4 or something similar?
I think sure is possible, because in fact if you scale down the version that is that is for server, no? Actually, that is not only the power from IBM, but the other option of solid silicon. In fact, down the clock or limit the number of core, sure. I can give you an example. For example, we have selected an old chip because we have selected 10 years ago, but because until now there is not another option, that is an NXP T2080 that have 4-core 8-thread, but was not the most powerful, and not the. So if in case we select the version with 12-core and 45 thread, that is old because it's 28 nanometer. But in any case, but was too much costly, so we have not selected even the complexity because it's more complex than our. In any case, the VAT, the power hungry, is not so bad. You can think in a gaming PC we can have the chassis that can manage the heat. No, so and it's very old. this processor have 7 nanometers. So I think, I don't know if there is the interest at the moment, but this news, I think, can be some example that someone other use for another sector. So I hope, we don't know, but the signs are good.